Hey there, it's Dating with Katy, and thanks for joining today's episode. And today we're going to be talking about the first 3 stages of dating. And I actually have terms for them so that we're all on the same page, so you're going to want to stick around. And I want to thank Sync Matchmaking, CINQE.com, for being our sponsor today. Hey, you guys, if you like what I'm talking about, if you know that this is truth, I need you to give me a little love, I need you to subscribe, and I need you to send this to a single friend. All right. Well, as you guys know, my goal is to get you confident. That's in look, that's in dating styles, that's in even what you say in text. I want to get you successful. I want to give you clear foundations and rules and things that will make you better and more productive at dating. And I want you to have fun. So let's start with this one today. I think this one's going to really help you understand. I mean, if we could all be on the same page about this, like the more people hear this, I think the more understanding we'll have about the stages of dating and where everybody is at. So then no one's confused, because a lot of people are out there dating, you know, and they're not sure. Is other people seeing other people? Yes, they are, by the way. Where are we at? I need him to define. Katy, does he like me? I don't know what we are. I hear it all the time, all the time. By the way, make sure you get in my database. We'll talk about that in a minute. If you are confused about dating, that's where the coaching comes in. So, all right, here's my rule number 1 about dating, guys. And this isn't the stages yet, but this is key to get to the stages. So I call this my 3-3-3 rule. And my 3-3-3 rule has everything to do with giving somebody a chance. I talked about this. I talked about in the Dater's Dilemma, the disposable dating. You don't even give people a chance anymore. Like on a first date, on a second date, people are nervous. They're coming off of work. They're exhausted. I mean, for whatever reason. And of course, you should show up at your best. Doesn't always happen. And a lot of men get nervous on dates, whatnot. But I think it's really important that you give somebody a chance. If they have a similar core value, and look, it's not based on, Katy, I felt chemistry. You can have chemistry with a 20-year-old boy. You can have chemistry with a girl who's not appropriate for you. You can have chemistry with a lot of people. That doesn't mean they're quality and right for your life, for a real relationship. So 3-3-3 is this. You give someone 3 dates. You give someone 3 weeks, and you give somebody 3 months. At each one of those points, you ask yourself, is this really the person for me? Does this person really meet the needs that I'm looking for, the lifestyle I'm looking for, the core values that I have? Are we really on the same page? And the reason you do this is to save them time and to save you time. How often have you dated someone for too long, wasted your time to get nothing in return because they dump you? And really, it should have been about, is this person right for me? Often, I know a lot of women do this, and I've done this in the past. I had to really work through it where, oh, he likes me, I'll like him back. That's not how this works, guys. If that is you, you've really got to stop and say, do I like him? Is he, he brings a lot to the table, so he's safe, I'll just be with him. You can't do that anymore, ladies. That's unfair to you and unfair to him, because eventually you're going to get bitter at him, even though it's you, and you're going to blame him even though it's you, and that's not fair. So really get clear with yourself about what you're looking for. First 3 dates, give a guy 3 dates, ladies. I'm always sharing this. I've had to walk so many women off the cliff, literally off the cliff. They'll go on a first date with a client. I'll get a feedback. Well, he did this. He wasn't dressed well. His teeth didn't look brushed. Look, at the end of the day, I do my best to make sure my clients show up and present fabulously. Now, really, his teeth weren't brushed? I mean, the man's highly successful. You're telling me he doesn't brush his teeth? Okay, I'll have a chat with him, but go on a second date. Did he treat you great? Did you laugh? Did you have fun? I mean, the 2 things you should look for on a date. Are you having fun? I mean, did you have fun on the date? Oh, yeah, I had a lot of fun, Katy, but he didn't brush his teeth. Okay, we can fix that. We're not here to fix people, but that's minimal. Are you having fun? And is that person being attentive to you? Are you being attentive to them? Is that an easy quality to find, to do on the first date? Is it something you want to do? You want to pour his water? Does he pour your water? Cute little things like that matter on a first date. So give somebody 3 first dates. And now within those 3, you're calculating, you're sizing it up. Is it worth even more? If it is, go for 3 weeks. Give it more time. And that at that point, you should be getting involved in each other's lives a little bit more. Go see their house, go see their place. I wouldn't say meet their kids yet. And then 3 months, you should be meeting their friends. You should know more about their life, their work, their job, their career. So in all of those stages, maybe give someone a better chance. The more chances you give someone, the more they could grow on you. All right, but let's talk about the stages of dating. And I do like having definitive terms for this because it's so ambiguous out there. I'll post something and I'll say, you should be dating a lot of people. And I am a stickler to that. Dating is just that. You're going on dates. You are online, you are meeting people in person, but you are actually going on dates with multiple different people. And why multiple different people, Katy? Because if you're looking for a job and you're looking for a perfect job for you and for your life and for your lifestyle, kind of that dream job, which you're looking for that dream partner, you wouldn't just go on one interview and then hope for the best. You would go on multiple interviews, because each one of those interviews at a job is going to have different opportunities, different selling points, different bonuses, different options. And you need to figure out which option is really what you want and going to be best for you. So this is why you go to multiple job interviews. You're in the season of job interviews. You're out there scoping, checking. You've got a recruiter. That would be me, your matchmaker. You've got the time and the energy to be looking at multiple places because you are focused. You're on a mission because you want to find your perfect job. You want to find your perfect person. So I call that first stage dating. You can be dating multiple people. At the end of the day, you can only be having sex with one, okay? You probably shouldn't be having sex with any because you are just dating. You're getting to know somebody. But look, I know people do this. This is my rule on that. If a client says, well, Katy, if a client says that, if somebody on Instagram says, well, Katy, can I have sex with multiple people? No, that's trashy. That is not, you're not quality anymore, and you're back to the 80%ers. But so that you're dating, and hey, if you are having sex, you better make sure that you realize you have not determined anything and it's just for fun. If you're having sex while you're dating other people, while you haven't determined anything and you're not seeing this person, which is the next stage, you better realize that this is just for fun and you cannot take it seriously. And maybe you're just getting your wiggles out, but you cannot get upset if he does not take you on the next vacation because he hasn't determined anything with you, ladies. This happens all the time. So get your mind on straight and know the expectation that if you're having sex while dating, that's all it is. It's just sex, ladies. So a lot of women attach too quick, and that's where you're doing it wrong. Now, moving into the next stage, I call this you're seeing someone. Now, two people might not be on the same page on that. It might take someone a little bit longer, but this is how it looks. You go on a couple dates, you've done your 3 dates, maybe you've done 4 or 5, and guys know very quickly. Sat down with a client last night. He said, Katy, I know on the first date, hey, I made a reel on this. Guys know in the first 3 seconds if they like you. That's why, ladies, how you show up matters. Men are very visual, attraction. They can already tell. Men are quick to assess out. So you're deciding that you really like this lady. You really want to see her, and you don't want her to see other people. When you're seeing someone, you're not seeing other people. But here's the hard part. She still might not be so sure. And this could go both ways, but it's usually the man is more sure. She's not quite sure yet. She doesn't know some of the details. She probably wants to know your finances. She wants to know like how you are with your kids. Like there's bigger things that she's thinking about, where guys are more like, oh, we can work all that stuff out. So you have to understand, men, that women need a little bit more time for her heart to be settled in seeing you. So he wants to see you. Gentlemen, this is what I propose. You say, I really like you. I don't want to see anybody else, and I'd like to see just you. And if you're okay with that, I'm not going to pressure you, but if, I want you to know that I'm going to just be seeing you. Just do you right now. Let her know and let her come to her space and time where she wants to just see you. Because when she just wants to see you, that's when you can determine that relationship, right? That's when she is going to say, okay, I'm going to give it my focus is going to be just to him. And then I'm going to see if that's something we want to define and really go forward in it. Here's the problem, though, is when you are seeing other people in that season of life, you are dating other people. When you're dating other people and it's time to move into seeing one person, you kind of need to close a couple doors. So one time this guy and I knew he was dating other people. I was dating other people. We were both honest. And this is what he said to me. And I think this is fabulous. He said, look, I really like you. I want to see only you, but I'm dating other people. I know you're dating other people. How about this? In 2 weeks from now, we will come to a point where we've kind of closed all the doors. But for the next 2 weeks, go do what you got to do, close the doors, figure it out, and then we'll be, just kind of exclusive, just the two of us. And I love that. I think that was fair. I had already had dates lined up after him. I didn't know if they would be better. I still wanted to go on them. So we were in this happy transition of, okay, and it really settles a person to know that there's a timeline. We're on the same page. Women love that. So you're in that seeing phase. Give her space and time to come to that as well. Now, not too much. I mean, you don't need to give her months. But ladies, really come to a definitive moment where you're like, you know what? This guy is a good guy. He's the good guy. He's quality. He recognizes and values me. I'm going to give him a chance. So see someone for a little bit. And then that's when you move into the DTR, determining the relationship. So, and eventually you want that to become the LTR, the long-term relationship. And a lot of people don't know this terminology. I still find that interesting, the DTR. DTRing is when you say, this is it. We're fully exclusive. You know, it transitions from seeing each other, which in the seeing each other phase, you still might need to be working it out. You might be doing a long distance. And, you know, the reality of long distance is rough. I talk about it, especially with ladies. You need to really think about the reality of dating certain guys. I found I'd prefer to date a guy who lives out of state than 2 hours away. Even though the out of state guy, I have to do a 2-hour plane ride, I'd much rather do a 2-hour plane ride on a scheduled timeline than randomly, you know, miss my guy and feel like, oh, I should go drive and see him, but he's 2 hours away. So you need to figure out if that reality is working during that time. Are the kids lining up? Is your marriage values lining up? A lot of core value questions to ask when you're seeing each other, because this is it. I mean, this is either to move forward or to not move forward. And the timeline for this should be something like a 3 weeks, 3 dates, 3 weeks, 3 months. So I really think you can get to a DTR, a determine the relationship, at about 3 months. You know, you're going to be dating for the first 3 dates, 3 weeks. And then you're going to be transitioning into seeing someone, and then you're going to move into that DTR, determining that relationship. And gentlemen, I'm going to tell you this right now. Bonus points if you are the first one to say, I want a DTR. Women are waiting. They're longing for you to be that man who says, I want you and only you. This is it. And I want to do longer with you. I want to do life with you. I want to see where this goes with you. So that's the next step beyond just seeing someone. This is like, I got plans for us in 2 years. Women hunger to hear that from you. They are waiting for you. Too often I hear these ladies saying, should I bring it up? I don't want them to bring it up. I want you to bring it up, guys. I want you to be the man with the plan. So help a lady out. Let her know your intentions. You know what, ladies? When they say that, let them be vulnerable and receive it and be grateful. You know, a lot of you can't receive this anymore, and so they're scared to say it. And all you women are so different on the gamut. But receive it and maybe give the good guy a chance, all right? You guys, thanks so much for tuning in. I want to thank sync.com, where you have trusted, proven, and hand-selected matches. Go check them out at cinque.com. Join their network. Also, you guys, if you like this, give me a little love. Send it to a friend. Listen to it again. Go listen to another one right now. I keep them short and sweet. And cheers to happy dating.